The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Orathai Sitthichan. Chapter 5. The Trials of Laws. The harder Tom tried to fasten his mind on his book, the more his ideas wandered. So at last, with a sigh and a yawn, he gave it up. It seemed to him that the noon interval would never come. The hour was utterly dead. There was not a breath of air stirring. It was the sleepiest of sleepy days. Away in the flaming sunshine, Cardiff Hill lifted its soft-green side through a veil of its purple with distance. A few birds floated on lazy wings high in the air. No other living things were visible except some cows, and they were asleep. Tom's heart ached to be free, or to have something of interest to do to pass the very time. At last the morning lesson ended, and Tom flew to Becky Thatcher. They sat together with an exercise book before them, and Tom gave Becky the pencil and held her hand in his, guiding it, and so created another surprising house. Tom was in heaven. "Do you like rats?" he said. "No, I hate them." "Well, I do. 2 live ones, but I mean that one 2 wings around your head with a piece of string." "No, I don't care for rats much, but I like its chewing gum." "Oh, I wish I had some now." "Do you?" "I've got some." "We'll share it." So Becky handed Tom his chair, and they sat chewing happily. "Have you ever been to a circus?" asked Tom. "Yes, and my father's going to take me again sometime if I'm good." "I've been to a circus 3 or 4 times, lots of times. I'm going to be a lion tamer when I grow up." "Oh, are you? That will be nice. They look lovely dressed up in uniforms." "Yes, that's so. And they get a lot of money, almost $1 a day," Ben Rogers says. "I say, Becky, please tell me that you won't have any friend but me, and that when we are coming to school or going home, you always walk with me, and I'll choose you at practice, and you choose me." "That sounds nice, doesn't it?" "Why, Amy Rollins and I." Becky's big eyes told Tom on his mistake, and he stopped confused. "Oh, Tom, you like Amy Rollins more than me." The child began to cry. Tom said, "Don't cry, Becky. I don't care for her any more." "Yes, you do, Tom. You know you do." Tom tried to comfort her, but she pushed him away and went on crying. Tom stood about restless and uneasy. Then he said hesitatingly, "Becky, I don't care for anybody but you." She did not reply. "Becky, won't you say something?" Becky's tears continued to flow. Tom got out his chief yellow, the back's door handle, and held it out so that he could see it. "Please, Becky, won't you take it?" She stuck it to the floor. Then Tom armed off and over the hills and far away to return to school no more that day. Half an hour later, Tom was disappearing behind Widow Dalgat's house on the top of Cardiff Hill, and the school was hardly visible far away into the valley below him. He entered a thick wood, picked his way to the center of it, and sat down under a spreading oak tree. He sat for a long time with his elbows on his knees and his chin in his hands. It seemed to him that life was full of trouble. He remembered a school friend who had died recently. It must be very peaceful, he thought, to lie and sleep and dream for ever and ever, with the wind whispering through the trees all and ever the grass and flowers of the garden, and nothing to graph about anymore. If he only had a good Sunday school record, he might be willing to go. Now, as to this girl, he had been very nice to her and had been treated like a dog. He would be sorry some day, perhaps, when it was too late. Or, if he could die, just for a short time. Just then the sound of a toy tin horn came faintly through the forest. Tom threw off his coat, raked away some dead branches from behind a rotten log, revealing a bow and arrow, a wooden sword, and a tin horn, and in a moment had seized these things and leaped away. He soon stopped under a great tree, blew an answering note, and began to tiptoe and look cautiously out, this way and that. He said softly to an imaginary company, "Keep still, my merry men, keep hidden till I blow." Joe Harbour now appeared, dressed and armed at Tom. "Stop!" called Tom. "Who comes here into Sherwood's forest without my permission?" "I and Knight need man's permission," but William. "Darts address me with such insolence," said Tom, reminding him for they were using the words of one of their favorite books, The Adventures of Robin Hood. But William, "Darts address me with such insolence. I, Robin Hood, as you probably soon shall know, that famous outlaw, clearly, will I fetch you guard yourself." They drew their swords, faced each other, foot to foot, with swords crossed, and began to stir. "Careful fight," presently Tom said. "Now, you know how to do it. Let us fight faster." So they fought faster, breathing heavily and sweating with the work. Soon Tom shouted, "Fall, fall! Why don't you fall?" "I won't." "Why don't you fall yourself? You are getting the worst of it." "Why, that's nothing." "I can't fall. It's not like that in the book. The book says." Then, with one backhanded blow, he killed the proud knight. "You have to turn round and let me hit you in the back." It was impossible to contradict the book, so Joe turned received the blow and fell. "Now," said Joe, getting up, "you've got to let me kill you. That's fair." "Why, I can't do that. It's not in the book." "Well, I call that very unfair." "Well, Joe, I'll be the sheriff of Nottingham, and you be Robin Hood a little while and kill me." This was satisfactory, and so these scenes were acted. Then Tom became Robin Hood again, and lay dying, the blood flowing from his naked wound. And at last Joe, representing a whole tribe of raving outlaws, dragged him sadly out and put the bow into his weak hands. Tom said, "Where this arrow falls, they are very poor Robin Hood." Then he shot the arrow and fell back, and would have died. But he landed on some thorns, and sprang up to carry for a dead body. The boys stretched themselves, hid their weapons, and went off gathering that there were no outlaws any more. They said that they would rather be outlaws for a year in Sherwood Forest than President of the United States forever.